Hello, I'm doing this drawing from this image on my phone. I was working on it on the plane there on the way back from Ireland, and I thought I've not done a video today, so I'm just going to put a little bit of time into. I'm sitting in a coffee shop in the arrivals lounge, and I thought I'd just put a little bit of time into doing a wee bit more to this so that I've still got a video for November today. And it also is just to kind of carry on our connection to, I suppose, and let you know, thinking of you, and to share the joy that I get from simple act of drawing. Like doing this on the flight was really soothing. And just found a picture on my phone. I thought the first thing that comes up, I'll do a drawing of it. So this is the front page of my calendar this year. If anyone wants to find out more, get in touch with me. It's an A3 calendar, and this is a painting of. I actually did this painting originally in Mackenzie House, where I teach my workshops in East Lothian near Edinburgh. I did it one day. I was just sitting in the Willow Room on my own, where I teach. It's a big room full of light, and I ended up setting up this still life on the windowsill and sitting down quietly and kind of doing a little painting of it. I remember I wasn't in great form that day, actually, so it's interesting to revisit it now with a different feeling in myself, and actually liking the painting enough to put it on my front cover. Like, I never, at the time, I was criticizing myself so much that I was full of self-doubt about everything, but at the time, mostly about the painting I was doing, and I actually really like it now. Anyway, so this is the one that I chose to work from. I don't have my microphone, so I'm just hoping that you can hear me above the noise and that I'm not covering the bit that is letting the sound in. And I'll shortly be tuning in with my online watercolour portraiture group from here, because later on this evening I've got a concert to go to in Edinburgh, and I thought rather than going home and back out again, that I would just go straight from the airport to the concert. It's Corinne Polworth who's playing at the Queen's Hall this evening, and I love her. I did a portrait of her back in February when I was in Marchmont. She was one of the people who really helped me to move through a bit of stuckness I was feeling down there. She came and agreed to sit for me for 2 sittings, so you can see the videos of her, I think, on my YouTube channel as well, the portrait I made of her. So she's playing in the Queen's Hall tonight at 7:30. I booked it ages ago and hadn't anticipated it being the same weekend that I'd be in Ireland, but sure, it's actually worked out fine. It saves Erin 2 journeys. She's going to come and pick me up from the concert tonight later. So this is my drawing implement here, is one of these pens, that has a few different options in it. So I've just been using the turquoisey blue, and then the purple, which reads as green or reads as blue over the turquoise, and then has a different quality to it when it's on its own. I quite like it being so dark for the centre of the daisy and things when it's put on over the turquoise. That kind of works. I'd use it again for the edge of the handle, just to emphasise that a little bit. Met a lovely man on the plane there. He's recently been bereaved. Just 2 weeks ago his wife died, and he was talking about his granddaughter loving art. And we had a good chat about it. He said she's the whole time doing exactly what you're doing now. Just drawing and drawing and drawing. But she wants to be a scientist. So he said that she's going to keep it up as a hobby, which sometimes is the best way. Sometimes, although there's a thing about being bright and not being able to be an artist if you're bright. He said, yeah, it's almost like the problem is she's really bright, so she has to kind of follow the science route. But actually it sounds like she's really keen to do that, so it's not only because she's bright. And you can be bright and not be an academic. You can be a bright artist. And you can be a scientist and an artist. I think there's a lot to be said for the two, isn't there? And the crossover, we're talking about that. And my friend Nora, if you're listening, Nora, you know that book that you gave me about the the lady who's at the age of 72 took up collage and making beautiful replicas, I suppose, of plants and flowers in collage in her 70s, and is revered now by botanists, I think, the world over. That her work is so precise and beautiful that it's a scientific piece as well as being. It's of scientific value as well as being a beautiful piece of art. And I think it's a lovely thing for us to recognise these crossover things, and also between the creative arts themselves, like the poetry and writing and performing, dance, music, all of it. Anyway, there we are. And there's a little drip that's going vertically down there, so I might as well indicate that too. Or not. Okay. That was the grey pillar in the willow room, that the dark behind it. I set it up so that the light was falling on the daisies, but there was a nice dark pillar behind, which is more like a Payne's grey colour. So it really made the daisies stand out beautifully. Right, we're going to have a coffee and a muffin or something here and relax for a while, maybe with my book, and have a look at what people are doing in the online course. So thanks very much for joining me. See ya.